of my very favorite people, Master James Liu. Looks like you got a new business started here.
Actually, a lot of it's old business.
Really?
Except my new, I guess, passion that I'm really pushing is about this. It's Dita Jiao, which is the ancient Chinese healing for bruises, pain, nut joints, and stuff like that. Part of the recipe is from my father and mixed with some other concoctions that I've come up with.
Okay.
The big twist is I've updated this to now having CBD added to the formula, which CBD is known for helping inflammation and all this stuff. So combined, I think I got some magic happening. And the bigger thrust of all that is this company. I want to do lots of wellness products, but just like Paul Newman has his company that he does profits for charity, the same thing I will do with this Dragon Master Temple.
Excellent. You won't believe this, but I made up a song about you a long time ago that involved Dita Jiao. And I sing it to the tune of Love Potion Number 9.
Okay.
Oh, you're going to make me sing it now?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, you guys ready? All right. I took my troubles down to Master Liu. He's the guy that has kung fu. He's got a pad down on Hollywood and Vine, selling little bottles of Dita Jiao Number 9.
With CBD.
I told him that I was a flop with kicks. I've been this way since 1986. Looked at my legs and he made a magic sign. Wait, how did that one go? Big Trouble in Little China. He said, what you need is Dita Jiao Number 9. Okay, I'll sing you the rest of the song some other time. All right, I think so. I just need to practice a little.
I'm ready for the album.
True. We'll have to make up one about Don the Dragon Wilson, too. Don the Dragon Wilson lived by the sea. Well, it's great to see you again. What are these?
Oh, these are
the rubber stars. But what are the dragons over here?
Oh, I had this idea about doing, remember the Kubaton?
Yes.
The little string for a keychain?
Yeah.
So this is a updated luxury version with a dragon. So your keys go in here.
Cool.
So then you always will have your keys with you.
Right.
A weapon's no good at home.
That's true.
So you have your keys here.
Right.
You can come this way, or come with the keys, and you have this.
Whoa. And that much
And
prettier.
this is
solid. All right.
And it looks cool.
I think it looks very cool. It comes in different colors.
Yes.
So are you working on any projects?
I'm taking a little break.
Okay.
Last year I pretty much worked
Yeah, I know.
1 full year out of not at home.
Right.
So I'm kind of sitting back trying to do the projects that I've pushed aside. Promised my wife I was going to finish writing my book.
Good.
It's called Fights Camera Action.
Right.
It's more of a textbook, how to do action for movies, TV, and things like that.
Very cool.
There isn't anything out there. Everybody's doing their biography, but I'm going to put my experiences and create more of a teaching lesson.
Great.
Hopefully the book will be in film schools.
Excellent. Well, it is always a pleasure. I am so glad to see you again.
Yes, you
And
look great.
Thank you. You know what it is? I have a new doctor, and he is a DO, doctor of osteopathy. His name is Diego Allende. He's in Fresno, California. And when I went to see him the first time, I kind of tested him, and I said to him, So, have you ever been to the anti-aging convention in Las Vegas in December, which, you know, our friend Dr. Bob is the president and co-founder of the A4M?
Ask me all the time. I've always some comes up.
Oh, you should go. It's fabulous. But anyway, Dr. Allende said, yes, I've gone every year for the past 10 years. I said, okay, you're the man. You're my new doctor. I like you. He is wonderful. He has, believe it or not, in the past 2 years, I've had a heart attack and COVID. Yeah. Yeah, and here I am. So he's gotten me through that. Plus, he keeps me pumped up on vitamins and supplements. And I'm really happy with him. So, but thank you for noticing.
I notice good things.
All right. Thank you so much. Good to see you again.
Be well. Be healthy.
And try some of this.
Did that job with CBD.
Now, do you have a website?
I'm working on it, putting it together, but I should have somewhere for people to go.
Yes. All right. So today you're selling it here at Dragonfest, but
Yes.
pretty soon you'll be able to order it online.
Yes.
All right. Great. Thank you, Master Lou. I'm here with Dr. Robert Goldman, who is the president and co-founder of the A4M. Welcome, Dr. Bob.
Thank you, Debbie. Good to see you.
Good to see you. And you are also a martial artist.
I would hope so, yeah.
And what style was that?
Originally trained Shotokan and then Tang Soo Do and some Jeet Kune Do and a little bit Wing Chun too.
All right, a little bit of everything. And you're a big supporter of the museum.
Absolutely.
That's great. So I know that you are always jet setting everywhere. So what's coming up next?
Well, not so much international jet setting now. I used to, like, constantly, but now mostly domestic, but mostly involved in developing medical companies, technology, and so on. But of course, being at the martial arts events is my favorite.
That's great. And of course, we have your big convention coming up in Las Vegas,
Yeah.
December.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm looking forward to it. I hope I can come down and do a little filming.
Absolutely.
Oh, that would be great.
We'll get you your VIPs, no problem.
That would be wonderful. My doctor has already bought his ticket.
Okay, well, you wouldn't have to buy your ticket. You come as my guest.
Oh, that would be wonderful. Yeah, Dr. Allende, I was blessed to find him. He has been so good to me. He's gotten me through COVID and a heart attack.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I want you to meet him sometime.
Okay.
All
Sounds good.
right. It's always good to see you, Dr. Bob.
Same here. Same
All
here.
right. Have a good time.
Thank you. Pleasure.
Bye-bye. I'm here with Fred Williamson.
The hammer.
The Hammer.
Thank you.
And, I mean, he has that familiar face where you're watching a TV show or a movie or something. You go, I know that guy. But this is the shocker. He and I are in the same movie.
We're in the same space.
We are in the same space.
Yes.
We are in a movie called Victory by Submission, which was made by Alan Autry. It was written, produced, directed, and starred in by our close friend Alan Autry. I met Alan Autry through martial arts about 30 years ago.
Turned out to be a good film, too. It wasn't a bad film.
You know, really, even I showed it to Don the Dragon Wilson when he was in town one time, and he goes, that's not a bad little film. Of course, he found a little fault here and there, but, you know,
I mean, that's what geniuses do. You find nothing can be perfect.
But it really turned out to be a good little film.
It played well.
And how did you get involved?
Well, because I respect him. He called me personally, and I know what he represents, and I respected him, so I said, yeah, okay, I'll come. There's a certain things that I want to do in the movie, and there's certain things I won't do. He says you have the freedom to do that. So my favorite scene in the movie is when the guy was standing outside the ring, and he made a comment, and I slapped him on the head, and I said, oh, a mosquito.
I remember that one. Well, I was actually supposed to be in more than one scene, but Don the Dragon Wilson and I had something else that we had already committed to prior to that. So I am in the church scene. I'm an old church lady. It was a wonderful time.
Don didn't make it. He wasn't in it.
No, Don isn't in it. But like I say, Alan Autry is an old friend of mine, and his daughter Lauren was in the movie. And as we were in the church scene, he wanted somebody next to Lauren. He calls me Deborah, not Debbie. He says, Deborah, come up here and sit next to Lauren.
He was talking about making another project, though. What happened to that?
You know what? I'll have to ask him.
Yeah, he called, and there was another project he was interested in. I said, yeah, no problem. We're friends. I'll do it as a friend, you know.
Yeah.
So,
Well, you know, when he was mayor, when he was in office, I says, you know, we need to bring the film industry to Fresno. And he kind of yada, yada, blah, blah, blah. Next thing I knew, we have a community media access collaborative in Fresno that allows people to create and
we had a
make.
good venue there where we shot the film. It was a good venue to bring actors and people around to, because it was big enough and had enough space to do that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to meet you, even though we were already in a movie together. People don't understand. You can be in the same movie with somebody and never meet them. And you could also be in a movie and never have seen it.
I've shot scenes with actors sitting across the table from me. We were never in the same room at the same time.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. So, well, I do hope you come back to Fresno, and I hope to be in another film with you.
Fresno!
Fresno! Yes. All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
I'm here with, as you know, one of my very favorite interviewees, Dawn the Dragon
she
Wilson.
says that to all the movie stars.
No, I don't.
All the movie stars that are kickboxing champions.
No, but I did sing a song to James Liu.
He's not a kickboxing champion.
No, I know,
He
but
is a movie
I
star.
sang a song to him.
Oh, okay.
I wrote a song about him a long time ago, and it somehow became
I
true.
think I'm supposed to be jealous.
No, because I made up one about you too.
Oh, made up one about
I
me.
made up one about you too. Yeah. But anyway, so did you just rap on a movie with Art Camacho?
Yes, I love working with Art. You know, he choreographed it, and he was a second unit director. But I only played a small role. I played an Indian scout, Native American. That's the proper term.
I don't know, and I am.
Native American.
I mean, look at these cheekbones.
They're not from India. they don't want to be called Indians. But it was a lot of fun, and I've done it before. I played in Terminal Rush. I shot it in Toronto with Rowdy Piper, and I played American Indian. So people accept me, even though I'm Japanese.
Well, I mean, we could talk American Indian stuff forever, but basically they're considered a sub-race of the Asians, but
Maybe, because you
They
know what?
are.
If you think
Yeah.
about it, there's China, and then there's Alaska, where Eskimos look
And there's
kind
a
of
Bering
Asian.
Strait.
And then they come down to North America, and they started getting
Canada. I have a dear
Mixed.
friend who's a Canadian native.
Well, ultimately, we're all related.
Oh, of course,
We're all humans.
of course.
Well,
You know?
most of us.
And you're part Scottish, and I'm part Scottish.
Scotch Irish. Yeah.
Scotch
we're
Irish.
it's kind of, yeah.
Yep. So, do you have anything in the works now? Anything coming
Well,
up?
yeah, I've got a lot of films. People have sent me scripts and things, and I've promised the producers I will read those scripts. I will read them when I leave the Dragonfest.
Okay.
I'll read all the scripts, but I'm just looking for an interesting character to play, or a new genre. Like I said, I did my first Western.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Did you get a paint horse?
Listen, I may be in trouble with the producer because he called me. He said, "Do you ride horses?" And I said, "Yes, I ride horses." Well, in my mind, I'm actually thinking that I rid them when I was a child,
Right.
Because I can remember. But now I remember it was a pony, and somebody was leading it.
But you've ridden
and I-
them over in Kazakhstan, haven't you?
No, I sit on them. That's all fake. The dragon has never, because when I got on it, they said, okay, you're the scout, you're the leader. The other two horses are going to follow your horse. You come up here, turn down this alley, turn down this, and make it stop right here. And then I realized, I don't know how to turn this thing. I literally didn't occur to me that I don't know how to make this horse do what I want.
Right.
So they're going to have a stunt guy, and they did have come and do all my riding. But you do see me. I stop and I start to ride, and then that's going to be my part of that movie.
I actually do ride horses. I've been riding horses
know.
since I was a kid. I took riding lessons. I rode.
I could have used you about a month
could have.
ago.
You could have. You could have dressed me up like
in
you.
Phoenix, Arizona.
At 110 degrees, I would have ridden that
yeah,
horse.
it was hot. I forgot that part. It was
I
hot.
ride English. I ride Western. I was a rodeo queen. I rode jumpers. I know
Well,
how to ride. I
well-
actually know how to ride a little bit.
I will say this.
Taylor Sheridan. I know how to ride.
The horse did seem to understand I didn't know what I was doing.
Oh, they know.
And the horse this is a horse that only works with actors. Probably a lot of actors like me. and it knew when to go. It was somehow they were able to relate. It's the lead horse, and the other two horses followed us because I was the scout. I was the Indian scout, and I look at the leaves on the ground and some horse hoofs. And I go, they went that way. I can read the leaves and tell you where the horse is going.
Oh,
so
that's
anyway,
funny.
yeah.
That is
movie
funny.
Movie magic.
You need to come to Fresno so I can get you some riding lessons with my friend Debbie Neely. Her son is now a champion saddle bronc rider. Reed Neely is one of the top cowboys in California. So come to Fresno.
Well,
I'll take you out to Herd Ranch.
Someday I will do many things. Someday. That's one more I'll tack onto someday.
Okay.
Someday I come back to Fresno.
Yes.
Because I've been there before.
Yes. All right, and maybe my Kung Fu brothers, they just opened a school this year on Chinese New Year. Maybe we can get you to give a seminar.
Oh, that'd be great. That'd be great.
All right, Don.
Okay, thank you.
Good to see you again.
See you.
I'm here with one of the newest stars of the television screen, Shelly Carmen Nunchucks, who, I can't believe this, got a role on television's #1 hit TV series, Yellowstone. What was it like, Shelly?
What was it like? Well, I don't want to make it any bigger than what it is, but, I did get on set, and it was long. It was really long, and I live right in the heart of Montana where they film Yellowstone, so it kind of...
You run into the stars all the time at the stores or the dry cleaners, and one of them even made a video wishing you the best with Jimmy. I don't know Jimmy's real name. It's something like Jefferson or Jackson. Everybody loves Jimmy because he's that guy that everybody picks on. I really have to admire that actor for taking all of that, but hopefully they're paying you big bucks to do it. Anyway, Shelly, how would you go about becoming an extra on a big hit TV series?
So with Yellowstone, they actually have a casting on Facebook, and that's something that anybody can apply to, anybody whatsoever. So it's just that you have to be a resident living in Montana. So that's something, yeah.
Well, just keep trying. Eventually you're going to get a speaking role.
Yeah. And just wanted to, I have something for Debbie, and this is like a joke for us. So all the way from Montana. So you got to close your eyes. It's a surprise. And she had a birthday, so I'm just spitting here. Forgive me. So this is for you.
Better a deer than a bear.
That's for you. This is for you.
Thank you so much. This joke goes back a few years. Shelly came out here to Dragonfest, and they got stuck on the tarmac because there was a deer. And the pilot said to her, he said better a deer than a bear, but she translated it into Bostonian, which I love. Better a deer than a bear. All right, thanks, Shelly. Good to see you again. All right, so I'm standing here with Jane, who flew in all the way from Kentucky.
Yes, ma'am, all the way from Kentucky.
All the way from Kentucky. Wow, that must be a big deal to come to Dragonfest, to come all the way from Kentucky.
Yep.
How's the weather down there?
It's been wet. We've had some flash flooding on the eastern part of Kentucky, and we've had quite a lot of state of emergency type stuff happening down there. Wow. But other than that, it's beautiful. It's got the 4 seasons. It's unlike San Diego, which is where I'm originally from. Yeah, and so being home is nice.
Well, we had a real freakish thing happen in Fresno the other day. It rained in August, and we need water desperately out here.
I bet you do, because, even when I was still here, it was a 20-year drought all the time. Oh, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, it's hard getting it to rain out here.
It kind of reminded me of like a Ray Bradbury movie, and I was like, it's raining in August. So how long are you going to stay?
I'm here until Monday. I came out here and met with Restita De Jesus. I'm co-hosting the Dynamic Dojo Talk Radio with her. And she also and I are co-hosts with the Java Buzz with Andrea Harkin, the martial art woman. And it's called the Java Buzz Morning Show. And so we're just out here working our podcast.
All right, good for you. Good to see you again.
You too.
All right, thanks.
Great, thank you so much.
I'm here with Vinnie Cecere.
Cecere. Yes.
And I should know, my aunt was Italian.
We'll just think Caesarean without the Aryan.
Okay.
It's the easiest way.
All right. And you are close friends with Joe Mantegna, right?
I am.
Did I say his name right?
Joe Mantegna, absolutely correct.
All right. right. So how do you know him?
I know Joe probably 20 years. Started bodyguarding him way back at the beginning of the Feast of San Gennaro. Yep. And he was doing a movie next to one of my schools that I had, and he came in and he watched me doing what I do. And from then on, he just said to me, "I'd like to have you around."
All right. Now, you've gotten some movie or TV roles?
I've done about 12 films.
Great.
I was the hitman in Analyze This with Robert De Niro. I was the guy that was thrown off the balcony and landed on Billy Crystal's wedding cake. That was me.
Oh, that would be cool.
And I did In the Shadows. I was on Las Vegas with James Caan. I was a regular with me and Vinnie Pastore. I'm on Jimmy Kimmel Live now. I've been on since 2016. I do all the hidden camera stuff with Cousin Sal's Home Delivery, carpet cleaners, pizza pranks, and throwing eggs are 3 great ones you can go look up. What else? You've seen, I've done about 35 national commercials. You've seen me many times.
I'm jealous because that's what I want to do. I like commercials. 2 days and you're done, or 1 day and you're done.
I had the greatest commercial I ever did for Ally Bank, and it was called Nothing Hidden, and it was what if the mob owned the bank.
Oh, that would be
and
funny.
They flew me from LA to New York, and I was on a 9-day shoot. 9 days on a commercial is a great commercial when it's an out of town. And we literally shot in Brooklyn and Red Hook, we shot in the Bronx, we shot in Staten Island, we shot in Manhattan. So it's a wonderful, wonderful commercial. And then they took it off the air because the Italian Anti-Defamation League said I'm too much like an Italian gangster, and they don't like that portrayed. So I've had 5 nationals taken off the air because of that since all of this stuff. I actually, unbelievable.
Well, I hope you made a few bucks before they took it off.
Well, you know what? There's always going to be cops and robbers.
Yeah.
There's always going to be Italian gangsters in movies.
Yeah.
And all you have to do is just keep being great at your craft and let God takes care of everything.
Yeah, that's true. That's great. It's great to see you. It's great to talk to you.
Thank you.
And, you know, in my last interview with Mr. Montagna, he mentioned you.
Oh, he did?
Oh, yeah. He says, he was talking about martial arts, and he says, well, I'm not a martial artist. He says, we call Vinnie in for that.
Yeah, he's so great. He'll say to me, "Vinny, go over there and do that move where you make the guy pee on himself. Go do that thing."
All right. Well, we hope to catch up with him later and
Yes.
maybe get some more stories.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Joe's always great. And look for his new show, guys, on Criminal Minds. Criminal Minds on Paramount starting. He starts filming Tuesday, his new show.
Great.
Yeah, they're back on the air. So, guys.
People love him. When I tell them that I interviewed,
Yes.
you know, David Rossi, Joe Montagna, they're like, I get street cred.
Let me tell you, I can honestly say I've been out here a long time, and I've been acting since I'm 17 years old, so I've met a couple of people. I actually worked on John Huston's last film, Prizzi's Honor, with him. So some of the people that I've met, and you watch the caliber of individual they are. Joe is at the precipice of humility, greatness, and a human being.
That's what I tell people. I go, he is a nice guy.
The best.
He's a nice guy. He's a normal nice guy.
And he does more for the military, him and Gary Sinise, than any 2 people I know. He is, listen, I can't say enough things about my buddy Joe. He's the best that there is. In 20 years of me talking to people, I've never, to this day, ever heard anyone say one bad thing about Joe Montagna. And that's saying something in Hollywood.
That is. That is. So, thanks again, Vinny.
You're so very welcome, honey. Thank you, guys.
I'm here with one of my favorites, TJ Storm, a.k.a. Godzilla. How you doing, TJ?
I'm so good, and it's so good to see everybody here at the Dragonfest 2022. It is amazing.
It is. It really is. And it's been a couple of years since they've been able to have it. So are you working on any projects?
I am. There's a Disney project coming out. There's another project with a group that I can't talk about yet because it's not out yet, but there's so much good stuff happening right now, and video games as well, and the Mind's Eye Tribe School is going well as well. So we're doing a lot of wonderful stuff.
Excellent. It is the age of Aquarius for you.
It is. It's perfect, and I am Aquarius, so that works out well.
Well, I sound born on Valentine's Day.
Yes. Oh, wow. You really know your stuff.
I do.
You don't miss anything.
No.
She's awesome.
Well, it's just so good to see you again, and hopefully we can have more events for the Martial Arts History Museum.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I came down for Don the Dragon Wilson Day.
Perfect.
I think you were working.
It's so good. Yes. I was on location, or else I would not have missed that. But it's amazing that the Martial Arts Museum is able to keep our traditions and our culture alive. I love it.
Absolutely, and I keep hoping I win that California lottery one of these days, because Michael Matsuda said if I donate $2 million, I can have my name right above the door.
That sounds perfect.
Wouldn't we all love that?
That sounds amazing. It sounds amazing. Yeah, just to be remembered by the Martial Art Museum at all it's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, especially for people like Don the Dragon Wilson, Cynthia Rothrock, Master Kwok. All these masters that are here are a part of our history, and it's a beautiful thing.
Well, thanks. It was good to see you again.
Good to see you as well.
All right. I'm here with Fumio Demura, the real Mr. Miyagi. I came down a couple of years ago when one of his students honored him at the Martial Arts History Museum, and I have gotten so many hits on that on YouTube. So, how have you been?
Oh, pretty good. Yeah.
Are you still doing any type of martial arts? A little bit?
I just made a new movie.
Did you really? What's it called?
It's called Karate Widow. A Karate Kid was a Danielson boy, right? This movie is with a girl. I'm playing take over the Pat Morita's place.
Interesting.
And release probably end of the year.
That's great.
Yeah.
So good to see you, and I'm glad to hear that you're still working on projects.
Yeah, thank you, yeah.
All right. Thank you. I'm here with Cynthia Rothrock. Cynthia, I've got to ask you a question. What was it like working with Michelle Yeoh?
Oh, we had a great time together. We were thrown into this movie. She did a couple before. It was my first movie, and we didn't know what to expect. And we just supported each other because every day we would come home bruised from all the fighting. And we just, when we had to do these really dangerous stunts, I think we helped each other do it. Like, okay, Michelle did that, I could do that. Oh, Cynthia did that, I could do that. And we formed like a really bonding, supporting friendship during that movie.
The reason I ask about her is because today's her birthday. Happy birthday, Michelle. My birthday's in a couple of days.
Oh, well, happy birthday, Michelle, and happy birthday to you.
Yeah, Leos are great people, but so are Pisces.
Yeah, my mom was a Leo.
That's right. She was. God bless your mother.
Oh, yeah, thank you.
She's looking down on you. She's very proud of you.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
Right. So are you working on any current projects? Or?
Yes, I just shot 3 movies this year. Prey of Wrath, and then I shot a Western called Return to Rio Bravo.
Woo.
And then I shot a movie in Switzerland called No Time to Think.
I'm amazed you're even here because you're everywhere. I mean, like 2 days ago, weren't you face to face with a barracuda or something?
Yeah, I was diving in Cozumel. But I missed the last Dragonfest because I was shooting a movie. So I had to make sure I promised Michael. I said, I will definitely be here for this Dragonfest.
All right. Well, it's good to see you again, Cynthia.
Yeah, thank you. Nice to see you too.